bitch off. You got steak. You got some other.
Look what all they got. They talking about.
We come together. I'm not splitting no bill. No, I'm not doing that.
Why'd you come out to eat if you ain't got no money?
What do you? I have enough money for my meal. My meal was only like $12.99. Why would I?
That ain't how it go when you go out to eat, bro. Everybody put in, bro. So just come up with your half or you going to jail.
How am I gonna go to jail?
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Today we're diving into the world of women getting rejected and men finally dropping the simp act. First up, we've got a bimbo who boldly claims she only does dinner dates. No coffee, no walks, just the full course treatment.
Hot take. Coffee dates, ice cream dates, drink dates, etc. are low effort. Okay. I had this man ask me on a date tonight and he said, "Oh, let's go for drinks. I would love to take you out." And I told him respectfully, "No, I only do dinner dates." He was like, "Oh, I don't do dinner dates on the first date." Blocked. I'm not about to play with y'all, okay? These men, we need to, as women, we need to stop letting these men get away with low effort dates and literally doing the bare minimum, okay? Because first of all, why are you trying to get me impaired on the first date? Or why are you trying to get impaired around me on the first date? I'm uncomfortable. Absolutely not. Dinner is great. You can have drinks at dinner. That's 100% a non-negotiable for me. As soon as you're saying that you're not taking me to dinner, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not trying to convince you. Is that you're blocked. Goodbye. The only time I would slightly understand drinks, like a coffee date, salad date, ice cream date, etc., is if he's like a millionaire, billionaire, okay, trillionaire. Like, unless you're up there. But the men that are doing this are regular men anyways. You get what I'm saying? It's regular men who don't want to spend the money on you.
It's not that men don't want to spend the money, it's that they want to make sure they even like you. Then we've got a guy asking another man some questions and his answers, sharp and accurate.
A hot girl summer. What does it mean when a woman says that? She's home. I'm a born again virgin. The past doesn't matter. I'm ready to be serious now. She's a Okay. I like this job. The next one is boundaries are toxic in a relationship. Why she say
around? But I don't want you to find out.
I'm celibate now. What does that mean?
She's off.
Next, Kevin Samuels delivers another verbal smackdown, this time to a woman who wrecked her own home and is now confused why nobody's rebuilding it.
Ultimately, you do understand, ma'am, is you won. There are women in the chat room who would cut your to have what you have. And you're talking about it as if I'm not happy. You are fortunate. And I'm trying to be as delicate as I can, but you sound very entitled. You are lucky.
Okay.
But, here's what you do. You go down, if you want to check, go down to your local family court. And you sit in the gallery and you listen to the people who, the men and women argue over the kids and over visitation. You go in there and listen to all the trouble and drama that happens when a family is split up and two people are trying to co-parent. You go down the because what it sounds to me is you don't know how good you got it.
Then a dude delivers a message to all men that hits harder than your ex's "we need to talk" text.
2024, I need all men to leave women where they meet them at. If you meet her in the streets, leave her in the streets. And when I say the streets, I mean clubs, bars, parties, yachts, the homegirl on a 2-man mission, spring break, Memorial Weekend, Essence Festival. Women who you meet at these places, the women who go to these places are not looking for relationships. They looking for ducks and say it with me, ducks and you need to treat them as such. They're at a point in their lives where they want to run the streets, and that's okay. But don't set yourself up for failure trying to change that. You guys will meet a woman in a club, wife her up, and then 9 months later, get mad at her because she want to go out to a club and get drunk. What the f do you expect? In 2024, don't be that guy. Don't be the duck. Don't be the sucker trying to put lipstick on a pig, because it's going to resent you for trying to treat it like a woman.
He was spitting facts. Now this girl tried doing a cutesy TikTok with her boyfriend, asking him a simple question, but his answers? Pure honesty.
Just tell me to ask you sensible questions.
Yes, ask me sensible question.
And this is a sensible question.
What shows is sensible?
And it's not coming from me. So if it's not sensible, it's not coming from me. It's coming from a follower. Okay?
No, I don't agree.
So they basically want to know, what do you prefer? Banku or
Banku or...
Yeah, what do you prefer?
Of course I want Banku.
You prefer Banku over sex?
Yeah.
Why?
The last time I checked someone, a friend of mine, Banku never fails.
So they died from...
They died completely from... They didn't just die, they actually died completely from... When you eat Banku, you'll be made whole. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be made whole. Banku is a healer. I told you the other day that Banku can kill fever and malaria. You didn't know?
So, but sex is dangerous.
Not dangerous. Sex is good when you are satisfied.
Next clip is absolute gold. A man breaks down the difference between a man making money and a woman making money. Let's just say one builds the other shops.
Was socially constructed to believe that if she's making the bag, she's independent. But when a man is making the bag, he never calls himself independent. Because when a man makes a bag, he thinks about in his mind, I'm making over 100K. I can get a girl that's going to fight a year, and you're making $100,000 a year. It's not going to happen. The only way it happens is if you instill God into the picture. Because this is how it works. We all have our nature. A woman's nature is hypergamy. She looks for a man that's doing better than her. Something has to restrict that nature. A man's nature is polygamy, really. He wants quantity. You want a lot of girls. Something has to restrict that nature. And I'm saying that the only thing that can restrict that nature is God. Then it's like, okay, I'm looking at him not only for what he could do for me, I'm looking at his true inside and I'm loving him for him. But we already know that women don't love a man for them. They love.
Then we get a woman trying to flip the script and rizz up a dude. And let's just say she failed the vibe check and the logic test.
One rinse.
Hello, excuse me. Sorry for
Yo, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Sorry, I've been really interested in you for a while now, and I'm like, you know what, just okay, we live once, and I just want to get to know you. You might not, be interested in me, or I'm not your type, but I just really wanted to say hello to you, or just talk to you, just, to just get this feeling over with.
What the frick? Like, look, I'm sorry, but like, I've got a girlfriend still. Like, honestly, the energy you came with, you were so uncomfortable, you made me uncomfortable, and I don't get uncomfortable.
I was so nervous because I'm so scared because, I've been really having a crush on you for forever.
Honestly, I've been in this situation before. Girls will come up to me like this, or even on messages. Yeah. I will slam your cheeks, but we won't be nothing, honestly. God damn.
Without a strong father or a drunk father will always have a weak taste in men, or when she experiences a good man, she will screw him over. One of the things you need to check out somehow, some way, very early on, what her relationship with her father is like. Like on a first date, like a coffee date. You might say, so what was it like growing up in your house? What's it like to grow up like Mary? So what did Mary grow up like? What did Sally grow up like? What was it like in your house when you were growing up? And then just shut up and let her talk. Time and time again, every time I've ever dated a woman who had a father or an alcoholic father, the relationship sucked and it ended abruptly.
Next, a chick gets asked what she thinks about short kings, and her answer is kind of disrespectful.
What's your thoughts about short kings?
Short kings be having the biggest ego. I swear they have one shot with a tall bitch, and they're like, I can get any fucking no the you got lucky. That's the point.
Meow. What a am I right?
That's the point.
Well, hey,
and you can't get lucky every time. I'm like, I know the shoes be showing I'm taller, but we low-key the same height.
Shut the up. Shut the up.
Y'all don't got it like that.
And y'all have the fake lips.
More analogies here when it comes to, well, you used to have a bunch of casual, but now you found a guy you like, you want to have a relationship with him. So now, you're going to make him wait. You go to McDonald's, right? Okay. There's 3 people in front of you. They all get a cheeseburger for $2, $3, whatever. You finally get to the cashier and they say, that'll be $1,000 for you because I like you the most. Those other customers were just a mistake, or I was just having fun.
I get a $1,000 burger when everybody else got the regular price.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why would he do that?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Then Jordan Peterson steps in with that serious philosopher energy, talking about toxic relationships and people who drag you down.
If you are trapped in pathological relationships and you see no way out of them, if someone who is sinking has their hands around your neck and is pulling you down, you're not obligated to drown with them. You know, there's a rule too if you're a lifeguard. You know, some of you have had lifeguard training. How do you approach someone who's drowning and panicking in the water? Feet out, right, like this. It's like, I'll save you, but that doesn't mean you get to drown me while I'm doing it. And if it's you drown or both of us drown, it's you drown. And that's wisdom. That's not cruelty.
She don't gotta talk, she just gotta look. She look, she talk. What's your name? Girl, you know you want to talk. Look at you smiling and shit with that cute ass smile.
Yo, back up. You too close.
No, listen. Nah. I've been taking too many L's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need one dub. Like, come on, please.
What the fuck is you doing, cuz?
Beta! Question for you.
What's up?
I feel like you a trans.
No. I like trans.
Yeah. She like a trans. I don't have nothing against trans.
Absolutely.
Are you?
No.
So are you lying right now? Skip. Coming on this line? What the f***? That said 50 women.
Next, McQueen claps back at a woman who said a dog would interfere with their relationship.
Oh, that's a big man. Damn. You doing? What's your name?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. My name's McQueen. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Where you from?
I'm from Dallas.
Dallas? Okay, that's dope. Why you standing like you just...
Cause.
What do you like to do?
I'm a bartender.
You a bartender?
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. How long you been doing
I'm
that?
a full-time dog mom.
You're a full-time what?
Dog mom too.
Dog... What?
Dog mom.
Zog bomb?
Dog mom.
Dog mom.
Dog mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so if me and you were, you know, saying about to get intimate, would that in the way?
She.
She? I don't give a whoever.
She might, but I'll put her to the side.
Nah, I can't do that. You gotta go to the left.
Then a guy gets red-pilled after realizing being tall doesn't automatically hand you a girlfriend in today's world.
Fuck.
6'8". You said my wingspan?
You play basketball or some shit?
No, too busy working.
Do girls like that you're tall?
That's a tricky one because girls don't talk to me.
Apparently girls want all guys to be like really tall, right? And you're not bad looking either. So like you'd think that you just have like hella bitches.
No. So
do you personally think that girls care about height?
I mean, I think girls take care about everything, if I'm being honest. I was talking to this one girl and she was like, you need to have a big dick. You gotta make 6 figures.
And what was she like out of 10?
Out of 10? Say an easy 4.
That's crazy.
She called me fat. Where am I fat at? And I was like, well, I have 2 of those.
So 6 figures and you're tall.
No.
I'm just fucking.
Nah. If I made 6 figures, shit, you would not catch me on me.
I kissed you.
I'm okay, thank you.
I didn't ask. Like if I was just saying, what would you do if I gave you a kiss?
Probably keep walking.
If I gave you a kiss, so I'm here. No, I was giving you a kiss.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Another guy breaks down the value of dating a solid 7 instead of chasing a toxic 10.
You want a strong 7. 10, fine as all get out, tat-out, body, looking fine, every 10. So half of them acting that way. Here's where the strong 7 comes in. Looks-wise, she can compete with an 8, but her mentality is not that of an 8. So she's more appreciative of you wanting her. As a result, she shows an elevated appreciation for you wanting her. Therefore, she treats you like she wants you. Strong 7. That's somebody who is an 8, don't act like one. That's what makes her special. Those are the ones that are married. The others, long engagements, quick marriages and divorces, or just perpetual singlehood.
Smart move. Now we've got two women claiming dating is harder for women.
Men or women have it harder in dating?
Women, for sure.
Why?
For example, you spend 5 minutes getting ready for a date. I spend an hour, or it looks like I didn't try. And it's just way too much effort to invest. Men aren't worth that, no offense.
But don't women enjoy putting makeup on?
No, I don't. I sweat it all off today. It was terrible.
Why do women wear makeup?
Because men have created the illusion and the, I guess, need for women in society. This is terrible. I'm not even drunk. This is terrible. This is awful. I'm terrible.
I'm just letting your thoughts come out. I like this.
I think y'all should interview them. All right, great. That was fun. Bye.
This next clip shows us the difference in mentality from 40-year-old women to 20-year-old women.
How old are you?
43.
At 43, would you rather do a casual first date or something fancy?
Casual. Definitely casual.
Why is that the case?
Because it's a first date, and what if I don't like you? I don't want to be committed to like this big fancy first date.
But if a man finds you attractive and he has the money to spend and splurge, why not go to the Nobu for $600 just for dinner?
Because it's not about how much money he can spend.
Wow, incredible. If you say I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet. 2%. He can't be obese. 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here.
Next, we got a woman rattling off some disturbing stats and honestly sounded like a horror podcast for men.
A study called from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63% of men under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men say they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman is the question.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
63% of men. I think they're cheap. Don't have money, which you should get your money up before you start dating. So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat. Right. Than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
Get a girl Instagram, I look at two things. Can I show my mom this girl's Instagram without scrolling, without having to hide stuff? Can I show her that Instagram? And then two, would I want my daughter to be like this girl? If it's a no to either one of those, I'm cool.
I think that guys should take advice how they want it. If a man wants to change, he's going to change, but he's going to only change for the right girl.
Hey, Toby.
Hey.
Do you want to get something to eat?
Nah, I already got food.
You ate without me?
What?
You didn't think about me when you wanted to get something to eat?
Then a skit featuring a woman listing everything she refuses to do for a man until she's married. The list was longer than a CVS receipt.
I don't cook no meal from scratch for no man until I'm a wife. If you hungry, I got some cat. And if you starving, I got some butt.
A new man? It has been a week. You just home wrecked a whole relationship and you're already back? That's insane.
Now this next guy drops raw truth. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Like a see-through, are you gonna tell her something?
100%.
Like, what are you gonna tell her?
She won't even make it out here before that, you know? Not in a disrespectful way, but because if she even wants to wear that, I feel like that's already disrespect, you know?
What if she says, I just wanted to display my beautiness?
For what, other people? You know, if she considers me her man, then why would you want to impress anybody else? And she goes, oh, it's for the girls. But really, is it really? You're just for what? Only people that look at you are guys, majority. So it's like, I think it boils down to respect. So if she's wearing that, she doesn't respect you, even if she wants to wear that. So I think, you know, that's just how it is.
Has been replaced with feminism. A woman naturally needs to submit to a man. God, then husband, then wife, and then children. This is simple. This is the design of God. This generation is glorifying women being in the position of a man and attacking a man's masculinity.
Then we see a woman walking up to random men trying to get their number and getting rejected every time.
What I'm saying is, I would rather get to know someone first.
So you want to be friends?
Huh?
You trying to be friends?
No, listen, no. I'm just not. I'm not interested. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I congratulations on being a virgin, though. I support that. I don't. No, I'm not like
What are you doing?
I'm just looking at my Snapchat.
Then there's a woman interviewing a man worth $350 million, and suddenly his DMs look like a Black Friday sale at Sephora.
Thomas says that you're worth $350 million.
Not exactly that one, but yeah.
But this next chick, she says a man needs to be a multimillionaire to date her. Girl, your Amazon wishlist doesn't even qualify for that level of delusion.
What should a guy be earning to date you?
He needs to be in the millions. I'm yeah, you know, I'm a lucky catch. Like, he needs to be, you know, be able to treat me. Do you know what I mean? So, even though I'm an independent queen.
Say your breakfast. What is your ideal?
My ideal would be like a millionaire to get me on a yacht, but that's husband material.
Okay, what about realistically here?
Realistically, I reckon I can get a footballer.
Stop the cap.
Now, Brian from the Whatever podcast gives a breakdown on what men are willing to sacrifice to have a real woman in their life.
Make up for it as a girl.
They can make up for it by being pleasant.
That's true. That's true. There is ways you can make up for it.
Why you laugh about
or
that?
quote unquote wifey material.
For like long-term monogamous commitment, like, yeah, I think we'll sacrifice a couple points in looks if she's like a really like mellow, cool girl who brings us peace and isn't a headache.
Yep.
So is that your preference of a woman?
What?
Just
a woman who doesn't quarrel?
Who's not a
that's
headache?
It says in the Bible.
Yes.
Sleep on the roof and be with a
Proverbs 21:19. Better to
he's been reading.
Better to live in the desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging what?
Respect to the guy for keeping it grounded. Next, a skit that feels all too real. Modern dating in the Western world.
You can get the check whenever. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what are the odds you cover this? I just think it would be nice if you paid for it. Come on, don't you want to pay for the little lady?
Alex, this isn't a riot date. We're friends. We can just split.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Now we've got a woman furious. She's asked to split a $600 bill after ordering a salad and one drink.
Today sales, I'm not doing that.
I'm not splitting no bill. Put in.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why'd you come out to eat if you ain't got no money?
What are you? I have enough money for my meal. My meal was only like $12.99. Why would I?
That ain't how it go when you go out to eat, bro. Everybody put in, bro.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You
So
got
what
to.
y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do?
You just gonna, if I don't we all just gonna sit there. Ain't nobody leave.
We're not gonna sit
Yes,
here.
we
Because
is.
I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna leave.
Come up with your half. You're not getting out till you come up with your half.
How is that my half if I didn't have a steak? I didn't have pork
Yes,
chops.
you did.
I didn't have,
bro. Like Buka. You did, bro.
I had a side Caesar salad.
You laugh, but it's not funny.
Because I had a side Caesar salad.
Alright, bro, just come up with your half or you going to jail.
How am I gonna go to jail? Why? My half. It's only 3 of us.
If you ain't have it, why you come out to eat, bro?
If 3 of us split $200, I'm paying $87.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Bro, no, you're not, bro. And we're leaving a tip. Everybody dropping 100.
I'm leave. All right, let me go to the car and get my wallet. Let me go to the car and get my wallet.
Then it gets even crazier when this group of women try to make one guy cover their entire high roller feast.
Crazy. You expect us to split the bill?
What's on the bill?
You got lamb chop, you got steak, you got some other. Look at all that. Look at what all they got. They talking about split the bill.
Oh, no wonder they want to split it. They ain't got the money for it.
Oh,
We come together and split the bill.
Says the person that ordered all that.
My thing is, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that.